Hello friend, it's BorasLegend here, and today I will teach you the best controller and camera settings in FIFA 18. And this is about finding what suits you the best, because what works for one player might not work for the other one. But today I will teach you everything you need to know about camera and controller settings in FIFA 18. Let's go. First off, we have the FIFA Trainer, which is completely annoying if you have basic knowledge in FIFA, so just leave it on off. Auto switching is something that many wonder about. This decides when the game will switch player for you in the defense. Here we have the options to pick airballs, auto or manual. If you put it on auto, the game will switch to the closest player every time your opponent passes the ball, which can be comfortable but eliminates a lot of strategy in your defense. If you put it on manual, it's the total opposite. You will have to make all the switching yourself. That is good in some situations, but creates problems on crosses where you sometimes can't predict where the ball will land, or you simply don't have time to switch. That is why airballs is the best solution. You will have to do most of the switching yourself, but every time your opponent puts the ball in the air, the AI will switch to the right player for you. And then we come to the most interesting and significant setting on your controller: auto switching move assistance. Changing this will have a major impact on your whole gameplay, and we have three options: none, low or high. The more you increase the move assistance, the more help will you get from the AI in the supporting runs. And according to the game info, this will only affect your defense, but it's not true. It will also affect the movements in your attack. Getting help from AI sounds good, right? Then high would be the best setting, but it's not. It's simply too much of the good and you will have a henhouse in the defense. You should pick either none or low, depending on what you have problems with in the defense. If you have problems stopping the through balls, I suggest low, and if you have problems defending passes in or around your box, I suggest none. But in general, low move assistance is easier to use and gives you a lot more for free in both the defense and the attack. On pass assistance, you simply have to pick assisted, since passing in FIFA 18 is more assisted than an electric toothbrush. Going for semi or manual will be cool, but unfortunately you'll win less games, and that is not cool either. The same goes for through balls and shot assistance. It makes no sense to pick anything else than assisted if you want to maximize your wins in online gameplay. Assisted is unfortunately too good in FIFA 18. But cross assistance, here the best option is not assisted but semi. Semi-crossing gives you everything you need for crossing in FIFA 18. You will get the help with the direction from the AI, but depending on how you power up, the cross will go either to the near post or to the far post. Lob pass assistance will affect the so-called L1 triangle passes, the lofted through balls, and here you can go with either assisted or manual. And before FIFA 16, the assisted ones were absolutely crazy, but the past year it's been more and more beneficial to learn the manual lob pass, since the assisted one has a lot of errors. Learning how to aim and power up the manual lob pass will give you more joy playing FIFA, but also more success. Save assistance will not affect online gameplay, but I keep it on assisted since I have more success with moving the goalkeeper with R3 while I have it on assisted. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, check my previous tutorial how to move the goalkeeper. Analog sprint is a watershed, but this will not make a big difference. Having it on off, you will sprint maximum speed even though you just slightly press down the sprint button, and having it on, you'll be able to half sprint if you don't fully press down the sprint. This gives you some more variation in the defense and is what I prefer to use. And finally we have defending. In online gameplay, tactical defending is the only possible choice. But when you play offline, you can choose the old system, legacy defending, which is easier for the inexperienced player. But it makes no sense to learn this old and outdated system, since you will have no use for it when it comes to the real deal online gameplay. That's why you should always play tactical defending and master it to perfection. On button settings, I recommend you to learn the default settings since you will get most out of the game. Many prefer to use the old system where double man pressure was on circle, but then you'll have your thumb occupied, which might limit you in some multitasking situations. But you can't learn old dogs to sit, can you? A change in the control settings takes several weeks to adapt, and that means several weeks in agony and pain. But hey, it's an investment. On camera settings we have some good alternatives depending on your game style. But the first thing you have to do is changing from the default camera since it is crap. The first option common amongst the pro player is the co-op camera, aka the Be a Pro camera. This is great for tiki-taka players since it gives you a perfect overview over the pitch and easy to see which players are unmarked. The second option is the classic camera introduced in FIFA 15. This is used by some of the world's best such as Gorilla and Shells. And this doesn't give you as good overview over the pitch, but it gives you great control, which is beneficial if you're a technical player good on small spaces. The third and most common option is the tele-broadcast. This is by far the most common camera amongst pro players since it simply gives you a very balanced gameplay. You will get the best out of two worlds, both the overview and the control. I'm using tele-broadcast with the custom settings 10 on height and 5 on zoom. This gives me the exact same settings no matter which stadium I play on. This can be very beneficial if you actually have the guts to play away games in FUT Champions. Then you only have to worry about these goddamn shadows. Alright guys, that is it for today. If you appreciated this tutorial and found it useful, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe if you haven't already for some more content. Thank you so much for watching, as always, until next time.